Hi students, so this is a continuation to the topic 6 video. There I explained about the pre-pollination development. Now I'll explain the post-pollination development. In post-pollination development means after the pollination what happens in the pollen grain or microspore. So in pollination what happened? The pollen grain move from the one flower to other flower, stigma of the other flower. So then the pollen grain gets shelter on the stigma now. Pollen grain get shelter on the stigma. So on the stigma there are some nutrients like sugar and some moisture is present. So the moisture and sugar is taken by the pollen grain get enlarged here. The volume of the cytoplasm in the pollen grain is increased. Because of that, the pressure exerted inside the pollen grain towards the wall. This is a pollen grain on the stigma. When it absorb the water and sugar from the stigma, it get increased. The volume is increased now. Because of that, the pressure exerted towards the walls. The pressure exerted towards the wall. Because of this pressure, intine comes out through any one of the germ pore in the form of tube-like structure, which is called it as a pollen tube. So whenever this pressure exerted inside the pollen grain towards the wall, the pressure pushed the inner wall intine towards the outside through the germ pore. Through the germ pore, it pushed outside the pollen grain, and due to that the tube-like structure is formed, that is called it as a pollen tube. Now the pollen grain is germinated on the stigma and pollen tube is formed. So then what happens here? First of all, the vegetative nucleus is enter into the pollen tube that is located at the tip of the pollen tube. Now the spindle shaped generative cell enter into the pollen tube. Inside the pollen tube now the spindle shaped generative nucleus is entered. So in this condition the pollen tube has one vegetative cell and a generative cell. Vegetative cell and a generative cell. Vegetative cell at the tip and generative cell is in the pollen tube like this. Then what happened? So inside the pollen tube now, the generative cell divides mitotically and form two non-motile male gametes. Inside the pollen tube, generative cell divides mitotically, form two non-motile male gametes are formed. Non-motile male gametes are. That means inside the pollen tube, due to the division inside the generative cell, now two male gametes are present. Actually in the pollen tube what is present? Vegetative nucleus is present, vegetative cell is present and generative cell is present. The generative cell is divided mitotically and form two male non-motile gametes. That means inside the pollen tube now three cells are present. One is a vegetative cell, two male gamete, haploid male gamete. So this three cell stage represent the mature male gametophyte in angiosperm. Three cell stays present in the represent the mature male gametophyte of the angiosperms. Then the male gametophyte of angiosperm is highly reduced and completely dependent on the sporophyte. The male gametophyte is of angiosperm highly reduced and completely depends on the sporophyte. Sporophyte means the plant part. So the plant, on the plant it depends. So now the pollen tube was discovered by G.B. Amici in Portulaca plant. Largest pollen tube is found in the Giamese maize plant. In maize plant largest pollen tube is found. So coming to the flow chart, so this is a microspore or pollen grain or male gametophyte. Due to the first mitotic division, mitotic division, vegetative cell and generative cell, large and small cells are formed inside the pollen grain. So the generative cell is divided and form the two male gamete. So these two male gametes are involved in the fertilization of the fertilization. Due to that, seed and fruit is formed. So later we discuss about that. This is today's class.